tailback, Jeremy Langford. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Flacco. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. And they'll get it. This is Langford on 1st and 10. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Flacco looks to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. From the gun, Flacco. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep for the Lions, it's Golden Tate. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. T.J. Logan, the rookie, his first carry. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Alabama, Marlon Humphrey. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change and at least hold people to field goals.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jared Davis, the rookie from Florida. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now it's Langford, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Flacco. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Oh. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. Early lead in that one for the Packers. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing here on first down. Flacco. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. And his pass incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now Flacco. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They go pass again with Flacco. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. And the big tight end shifting around. Looking for 2 yards here on 3rd down. Flacco. That's caught at the 2. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. and the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first and 3 zip. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. We remind you, coming up later tonight, we got a good NFC battle. The Eagles and Seahawks from Seattle, coverage starting at 8:30 Eastern. And tomorrow we'll put a bow on Week 13 with an AFC North matchup between the Steelers and the Bengals from Cincinnati.
A hard-hitting battle right there.
This is Logan. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
To throw on second down is Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down. And that is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Second and 10. Flacco once more. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, Flacco. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And again, it's Flacco to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Flacco hooking up with Wallace for a Raven first down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Open man left side is Wallace, complete. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll run here with Langford. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll look to run with Langford. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal. Flacco. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. Dances by him. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Chicago. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They'll run it here with Logan. And he's got some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams. Right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. They run with Logan. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about Hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They go screenplay to Langford. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down. On second down, Flacco to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Here's Flacco. And he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You've probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. Early lead in that one for the Packers. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Now Stafford. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he gets this one all the way up to the 24. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, it's Stafford. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st and 10, Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, This feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Stafford now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Flacco looks to throw. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He'll try to run for the first with Langford. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Fresh set of downs here. They keep it on the ground with Langford. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. On 2nd down, Langford. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Flacco. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
So on 4th down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the third quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And, yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Here's Stafford now on second down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
To pass, Flacco. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Tahir Whitehead in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Second down, Flacco now. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
On the carry, it's Logan. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by C.O. Moore. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Flacco here on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Lambeau. And that one all Packers right now. They've scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Flacco from midfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Passing play, Flacco. And this one's incomplete. The veteran Jeremy Maclin was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Flacco to throw again on second down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Paul Warlow in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Flacco. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second down, here's Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, Yeah. The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Now Campanaro. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
It'll be 37 yards. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And an alley to run. Jeremy Langford. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jeremy Langford, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here come the Lions now. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
On 3rd down, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there, because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Campanaro on the return. Not a big deal on that one. Just your everyday 67-yard punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Flacco from the shadow of the goalpost. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that will be in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Back to throw, Stafford. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and now it's second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So second and goal here from the 9. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
They gotta have 6 here. It's third and goal. Now Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. On the NFL scoreboard, fourth quarter now at Soldier Field. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And on second and 10 now. From the pistol with Langford. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
That's it, baby.
The Ravens on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Langford. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Coming left, Langford. And he's got room. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Around the NFL fourth quarter right now in Atlanta. And it's the Vikings that have taken the lead there in the late stages. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a handoff. It's Langford fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Langford again. Busy man this afternoon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
But it was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. A handoff. Jeremy Langford. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This from 54 yards away. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for Baltimore, the win moves them to 3-9 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.